Today is a sad day for law enforcement in our community in southwest Missouri and across the state of Missouri.
Deadly attack on 2 police personnel in Missouri, United States, leaves 2 cops dead. A man with a long criminal history killed 2 Missouri sheriff's deputies on February 24. The deputies killed in the line of duty are 40-year-old Michael Hislope and a 30-year-old Gabriel Ramirez. The attack took place at a traffic stop south of Highlandville when slain Deputy Ramirez intercepted the gunman, identified as a 45-year-old Richard Dean Bird. After killing Ramirez, Bird fled the scene, leading to a massive manhunt. More than 100 deputies, state troopers, U.S. Marshals, and agents from the FBI and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives searched for hours after Bird's pickup truck was found about 15 miles away near the Stone County town of Reed Spring. Around 11:30 p.m., deputies approached a heat signature detected in the woods, and Bird began shooting. Then followed a shootout. Christian County Sheriff Brad Cole said that Christian County Deputy Josh Wall was struck in the leg, and Webster County Deputy Austin McCall sustained 4 gunshot wounds. Bird then killed Christian County Deputy Michael Hislope as he tried to save 2 wounded officers. According to the Christian County Sheriff, Richard Bird, too, was shot and killed during the shootout early Tuesday morning. Bird had a long criminal history dating back more than a decade. His death came just hours after he was charged in a burglary case, the latest in a string of criminal misconduct cases that included a conviction for shooting at Kansas law enforcement more than a decade ago. KCTV5 reported that in September 2014, Bird was accused of shooting at a Johnson County, Kansas sheriff's deputy. In 2016, he was convicted of charges including aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, criminal discharge of a firearm, and drug possession for that incident in Johnson County. The judge ordered him to prison for about 8 years. He was registered as a violent offender with the Kansas Bureau of Investigation and was released from prison in April 2023. Just under a year later, in March 2024, Bird was charged with second-degree burglary and first-degree trespassing in Taney County. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to a $200 fine. On February 17, 2026, Stone County prosecutors charged him with 2 separate property theft cases. Authorities served him a warrant on Wednesday. He posted bail on Friday.
The Highway Patrol helicopter located a heat signature in the woods that we believed was a suspect in the same area that the Stone County deputies had found the suspect vehicle from the earlier shooting in Christian County. At that time, we began to send our resources to the location where the helicopter had located the heat source and identified it as a moving person in the woods. The suspect, once deputies were close to him, immediately opened fire on the deputies, and 3 deputies were shot during that time. We have 1 deputy from Christian County that is deceased from this incident here, 1 other Christian County deputy that's shot with non-life-threatening injuries, and we have a Webster County deputy that's also shot with non-life-threatening injuries from what we are told. The suspect continued to fire rounds at officers and deputies. The law enforcement officers on scene returned fire, and the suspect is deceased. Today is a sad day for law enforcement in our community in southwest Missouri and across the state of Missouri. Yesterday, February 23rd at 3:53 p.m., Christian County 911 received a call about a deputy down in the roadway near the intersection of Highway 160 and Glossop Avenue in Highlandville. At 4:05 p.m., responding deputies arrived and found Deputy Gabriel Ramirez fatally shot laying in the roadway. At 4:35 p.m., the Missouri State Highway Patrol issued a blue alert and an intense manhunt was launched for the suspect, who we identified as Richard Byrd. After further investigation, the suspect's vehicle was located in an area off of Highway 248 and 160 near the Reed Springs area. Multiple deputies and agencies responded at that time to the area, and a manhunt ensued and lasted approximately 9 hours. And at 11:38 p.m., law enforcement started taking gunfire from the suspect in the wooded area. At that time, Deputy Josh Wall, sustained a debilitating gunshot wound to the leg. Also at that time, Webster County Deputy Austin McCall sustained 4 gunshot wounds. Responding law enforcement could not reach the injured deputies at that time due to continued gunfire from the suspect. After taking multiple rounds of gunfire from the suspect, law enforcement was eventually able to rescue the injured deputies. During that time, Christian County Deputy Michael Hislope suffered a fatal gunshot wound while he was attempting to reach and rescue the downed deputies. At that time, law enforcement utilized an armored vehicle to approach the suspect, who continued to fire upon law enforcement. At that time, multiple law enforcement officers exchanged gunfire with the suspect and ultimately eliminated the threat. Anytime that you lose 2 law enforcement officers in a 24-hour time period, there's nothing that I can think of good about that. It is a dark day. Deputy Hislope and Deputy Ramirez were both U.S. Army veterans. Not only did they serve our community proudly, they served the United States proudly and defended our country, seeing combat overseas. They were both not only heroes here at home, but for our country.